Easy people, welcome back to my channel at Big Ste MCFC. Where do we start? Another disappointing result at Anfield. It's becoming a ground where we're struggling to get over the line there. I don't know about you guys, but for me, Tottenham's new stadium and Anfield at the minute, I get that feeling where we just need to break that hoodoo. Going into yesterday's game, a lot of people were confident. Liverpool was on a bad run of form. Obviously, they improved it with the Rangers result, but still people weren't looking into that. They had a lot of injuries. They've not had a great start to the season. We was undefeated. Do you know what I mean? We keep moving. We're looking. We were looking good coming out the Derby result. Wins at home. Haaland's hitting form, so everything looked like the stars were shining on us. So we get to Anfield yesterday. Good atmosphere. Usual mad coach arrival. We ate Manx. All the usual chants were coming out, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Before the game, at least, nobody threw anything at the coach that I see. But after the game, you know, it is what it is. But good atmosphere outside. Got in the ground. City fans were singing underneath. Everything seemed to be okay. We came out. The team got read out. Looked at the team. No real concerns, really. No real concerns. Obviously, looking back at the game, people are going to pinpoint the three at the back and things like that. But going into the game, we're looking at it and we're thinking, yeah, we're setting up well there. Nothing to worry about. You look at Liverpool's team. We're looking at Milner on the right-hand side. We're thinking Foden has got to go at him. You know what I mean? That was the key for me. Gomez moves inside. You're thinking, is Haaland going to get some joy today? You know, it is what it is. First half started. City didn't play bad. The intensity of the game, I say this all the time on streams with the Liverpool fans, the Man City Liverpool games, it's played at a different intensity and a different speed than most Premier League games. It's literally end to end. You can see it in the players. You can, when you're close to the pitch, you can feel it. There's just an atmosphere and a pace to the game that's so frantic. It's quite enjoyable to watch, to be honest. And the first half, there was a couple of chances from City. I think Haaland went through, tried to chip Alisson. He had the header at the back post, which was fairly tame. Liverpool created a few chances at our end as well. I think Ederson did a great save where he palmed it out, and I think Robertson ran in and hit it. Couple of decent challenges flying in. Like you say, the referee was letting things go. He wasn't getting caught up in the nitty-gritty of it, which as a football fan, Liverpool fan or Manchester City fan, you want a referee in them games to let the game flow. You know what I mean? There was a couple of challenges. City pulling people down. They were tripping people, which you could have been stopping and starting all the time. But to me, it takes the edge out of the game. But first half, I thought we was relatively comfortable, in my opinion. First 10 minutes, I think Liverpool started really, really fast. They were putting it on our toes. The three at the back was a risk, in my opinion. Every time Liverpool won the ball, there were 4 on 3 at the back. And it was only our stupid mistakes and sloppy passing that created the pressure. You know, a lot of Liverpool's attacks are long balls. Whether you like it or not, the long balls. They spray the ball from left to right, and they do it well, which puts Salah one-on-one a lot of the time with a fullback or the centre-back. They was getting in over Nathan Ake's head a few times. Young Harvey Elliott was bringing the energy, but I think Bernardo Silva was matching the energy in midfield. I thought Rodri in the first half was getting his footing, and I thought in the middle we were doing all right. I thought we were winning the battle in there, and I didn't feel as if, you know, Liverpool were knocking on the door. I thought, you know, we've got a good chance here. Atmosphere was okay first half. You have the first "You'll Never Walk Alone," bit of City cheering and all that chanting. City end was decent, but half time relatively calm. Do you know what I mean? people in the City end, we were talking about it. You know, every time Haaland got the ball, the crowd went a bit quiet. You always expect something to happen. Same with Mo Salah. Mo Salah's getting the ball in the back of us. You know, we know what Mo's about. He's a great player, and he looked really, really dangerous. But it was just a close game first half, an enjoyable game. It was played at a frantic tempo, and both teams went in 0-0, probably happy. We come out the second half, and then it was just a bit of a madness, wasn't it? I think Diego Jota had a couple of chances early doors. I think a header at the back post, which he missed. We had the Mo Salah one-on-one, which I don't know if that came before our disallowed goal or after, but it was a tremendous save by Ederson. Now, you know, Ederson gets a lot of stick off people, you know, because they've got nothing else to moan about. But he was one-on-one, Salah, and Ederson was brave, and he got the touch to it and he put it wide. So Liverpool were knocking on the door, you know what I mean? They was knocking on the door. And then we get the goal. Obviously, Haaland breaks the play up, which was ruled a foul. We get through. De Bruyne puts the ball in. Haaland tries to go round the keeper. Keeper comes out. Obviously, he's not got. In my opinion, I'm 5 rows back from that. In my opinion, he's not got the ball in his hands, Alisson. He's come out to palm it, as if to push it away. I think he's pushed it into Haaland. Ball breaks free. Foden hits it in. It's goal. It's a goal. Great scenes in the away end, by the way. I know the goal was disallowed, but oh my God, the scenes in the away end for that, it was one of the best limbs I've been involved in. A full pint of beer landed on my head, and I don't drink. A full pint of Stella or something landed on my bonds. It was all over me. It was down my back. It was beer flying everywhere, people getting crushed a lot. It was great scenes, you know what I mean? We thought we'd gone one up at Anfield, you know. We thought we'd pushed it, we took the lead. Then you see the sign, innit? VAR, and you think, fucking hell, here we go, VAR. Obviously, we're in the stadium, so we haven't got the benefit. Hold on, just let me do a Bernardo Silva. Let me have a bit of me brew. We haven't got the benefit of the replays, so we're just sitting there waiting for it. Anyway, he disallowed it. I've been back and I've viewed it. Is it soft? In my opinion, it's soft because the decisions he was letting go before that, I thought he'd made a rod for his own back and thought, right, this is how he's going to play the game. And this is how it is. He was literally next to the ball. You see him wave play on. So I get it. In the modern day, I get it. Two things which is a bit mad about that. I don't know if anyone noticed, but the TV screen that they go and view the VAR is down the tunnel and it's surrounded by their fans. So the referee stood there watching this screen. It's surrounded by their fans. At any other Premier League ground, it's at the side of the pitch. You can't get influenced by fans. You can't get abused or anything. So I just found that a bit weird. Anthony Taylor, his arse probably fell out. I think his arse fell out. I think he thought he didn't want to give it. He could have stuck to his guns and gone, no, it was tit for tat in the middle. Yeah, he had all of his shirt. It was a 50-50. It broke away. But I get it. I do understand why they gave it. Now, if they're going to give them, they've got to be consistent across the Premier League and give them all the time. Then fans won't be asked. You can't give one of them 1 week and then the next week let that one go. That's where your problem is. That's where the problem is with VAR. It's not consistent. Bernardo Silva came out and said it. Gundo said it. Pep said it. It's just not consistent. But you know what? I'll take it on the chin. It wasn't our day there then. So that goes by. Watching Match of the Day last night, apparently they said if the first foul wasn't given, Haaland's foul on the keeper was given. Now that wasn't a foul on the keeper, in my opinion. No foul. But anyway, VAR overruled it. Simple as that. Pep went a bit mad. You know, there were coins getting thrown at the manager and all that. Now, you know, here's another thing. You want to be consistent, yeah? You want to punish these people. There was Tannoy alerts coming over the Tannoy about fans chanting. Yeah, I get that. I get it. It's disgusting. There was chants from the Manchester City end. There was, yeah. But there's also chants from the Liverpool end, yeah. Lizzie's in a box. Okay? You know, mocking the dead, whatever. Lizzie's in a box. To some people, that's really, really offensive. To other people, it's not. But it is what it is. IRA, okay, that's fine. You're glorifying terrorism. The IRA blew up bombs in Manchester, things like that. Okay, that's fine. You want to sing it? Sing it. Disgusting. Same as the chants at the City end. And then the one that got me was the Harold Shipman. Harold Shipman, he's a Scouser. He hates Manx. Yeah, they were singing that as well next to us in the away end. But nobody's going to mention that. They're only going to mention what the City fans were singing. Okay? So if they want to go in on the City fans that are singing that, that's great. Go in on there, find out who they are, and ban them if you want to do that. But be consistent. Yeah? Go in their end, find the ones that were singing that, and ban them. Find the ones who were throwing coins, ban them. No flares allowed in football grounds. Apparently you get banned for it. A guy at Man City, when the last game of the season, when we won the league, and he got a flare out, he's been banned for 3 years. So then with the flares in the Liverpool end, ban it. Be consistent. That is all I'm saying. I don't condone any of that bullshit. People try. I've been on coaches when people have sung derogatory things. You can't stop people singing it. If I'm in an end and they're singing a song, that doesn't mean everyone in that end is singing that song. It's individual people. That's why you've got to be consistent. That's why you've got to know your facts. But obviously Pep was going mad, winding the crowd up, you know, getting it going. He lost his head. So, you know, it was a nightmare time at that time. People were pissed off, the goal and all that. It is what it is. Then the atmosphere changed then. Atmosphere's gone up a notch. The chants are coming from both sides. And then we get a free kick, edge of their box. Kevin De Bruyne thinking, right, whip it in, Kev, put it in the mixer. Anything can happen. Deflection, header, goal, whatever. Takes a free kick straight into Alisson's arms. Really, really bad free kick from Kev. Now, Kevin De Bruyne's a legend at Man City, a big, big legend, and we love him. But, you know, the free kick was poor, Kev, it was. Alisson gets it, and fair play to him. He was right in front of me, he got it. He spotted Salah with Cancelo. He's thinking, get this ball out of the way. Another long ball. And people can call Liverpool for it, but it works. It does work. They don't have to make 6, 7, 8, 9 intricate tinky-tacky passes to get to Salah. They just put it right on Salah. And that's where the mistake came in. João Cancelo's on his own. He's isolated. For me, stand Salah up. Get right up his arse. Make him bring the ball down on his chest. Keep tight to him. Make him play it back into midfield. And you've averted the danger. But he didn't. Schoolboy error. He attacked the ball. Yeah? He committed himself. And Salah, it was a fantastic turn. It was a world-class turn. He turned him. He played him like a fiddle. He spun him then. Bang, he's in. Mo Salah's in. One-on-one again. He's already missed one because Ederson made a great save. He knows what he's doing. Calm, composed. Dinks it past Ederson. 1-0. And then you're thinking, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? The crowd's up then. Jurgen's barking his orders on the thing, giving it all a fist pumping. Cancelo just looks distraught. We got caught out with a sucker punch, but it was our own fault. It was our own fault. You know, the three at the back tactic, I don't think we look comfortable with it. I think Phil Foden are going at Milner didn't work a lot because Phil sometimes was turning back. There was no one close to him to play the 1-2s. He was turning back, going back to Nathan Ake. Ake was putting it across into the middle and we were slow at the back. He had no one overlapping him. People were saying Milner got the better of Foden. I mean, Foden got past him a few times, let me tell you. But Milner had a good game, you know what I mean? For his age, he stuck in there. They had a game plan. But then you find yourself 1-0 down at Anfield and then you're thinking, it's not going to be our day again because it never is there. It never is. We can call it what we want. It never is. We've gone there with great sides, with Aguero and company and all that, and ended up coming unstuck. So, you know, it's our own fault. The goal's our own fault. We made a mistake. And in big games, one mistake can cost you. We know that ourselves. One mistake can cost you in a big game. Yeah. Real Madrid last season, on the verge of a Champions League final, switch off for 1 minute, make mistakes, bang, we're out. Same at Anfield, switch off. They didn't switch off. They was on it. They was on it. Van Dijk and Gomez was on it. They knew Haaland was a threat. Haaland didn't get much service because De Bruyne was basically kept out of the game, which is fair credit to Liverpool. So yeah, it was. As soon as the goal goes in, you just sort of kind of know. Obviously, the other talking point is Bernardo Silva pulling down Salah. Yeah, he pulled him down. Referee didn't give it, but that's what this is what this referee was doing. Any little niggles where people are getting pulled down, he wasn't giving it. Then Bernardo Silva nearly rips off Salah's shirt, and he doesn't even give it. But then Haaland has a little tiny tug on Fabinho, and the goal's disallowed. Do you know what I mean? So make it make sense. Make it be consistent. I understand why Klopp was fuming with that. So, but he did take it too far. Whether you like it or not, Jurgen Klopp's a great manager, but he took it too far. And this week in the press, he's been crying at home. He was crying at home. We can't compete with City just in case he got fucking levered. Basically, that's all it was. If Liverpool would have got levered, that was his excuse. I told you all we can't compete. Well, you did compete, Jurgen, and you won again. So I don't know where your argument is. You know, you won again. It's not like we're playing Wycombe Wanderers or Grimsby Town. You know, last season this team was on for the quad, the best team that's ever graced the earth, according to them. This season, when the 10th and the arses fell out a bit, all of a sudden they're not quite good enough and City are ruining football. But we get all that nonsense. We know all that nonsense. But at the end of the day, the basics is this. Liverpool deserved to win. Yeah. They got their one chance and they took it. We didn't. End of story. We kept up with them with intensity. We were in the game for 90 minutes, but we got beat 1-0. I can take that. I can take that. We didn't get disgraced. We didn't get hammered. Cancelo made a mistake. He's been one of the best players we've had for the last 2 or 3 seasons, so no one's getting on his case. He'll know what he's done. He knows what he needs to put right, and at the end of the day, he'll have to learn from it. We move on, yeah? We're still second in the table. It's our first defeat of the season. Liverpool got 3 points, well done, but you're 10 points off us. So I know which position I'd rather be in, but this might just kickstart their season. I did say that on the James Redmond, that they may... they've got a run in them, and I think they could go on a run. They've got the tails up. Great result at Rangers, great result against City. So they could go on a good run. It's just a shame we haven't got a game. We did have Arsenal this week. It got postponed for the Europa League, but what a great way to bounce back if we could have, gone into Arsenal game and got a win on that one. That would really put us back in it. But look, it's been a great start to the season, Blues. Haaland has excelled more than we could ever imagine. We're looking good. We're doing well in the Champions League. We lost again at Anfield. We take it on the chin. We don't do well at Anfield, but at the end of the season, when the trophies are dished out in May, we've done well then. So, I'll take that. But, Pep knows what he's doing. Keep calm. It's one game. Don't forget previous seasons, we've lost to Tottenham by now and Leicester by now. We lost to Liverpool at Anfield 1-0 in a fantastic game of football. On another day, we're winning 1-0 and we go on and win that game. But it is what it is. We've got a great run of matches coming up. We've got Brighton. I think we've got Fulham and we've got Brentford sandwiched in between a Dortmund Champions League and a Sevilla at home. And then it's the World Cup. So listen, on paper, we've got to be confident we can go and win these games now. Get to this World Cup break on the coattails of Arsenal or even overtake Arsenal and we'll be all right. We'll be all right. But as far as the meltdown on social media concerned, it is what it is. You get this meltdown. It's a rivalry, Man City, Liverpool. It is what it is. They've had a bad run of it, so they're relieved. They beat Man City, the champions, an undefeated team. So listen, they're going to be excited. All the nonsense coming out about the chants and that, let the clubs deal with that, let the police deal with that. You'll never stop it in a million years. Every single club does it. It's disgraceful, but you're never going to stop it, Coin throwing and all that, you're never going to stop it. It's an individual thing. If someone wants to throw coins, you ain't going to stop him. Someone wants to chant stuff, you ain't going to stop him. The clubs need to deal with it, but you've got to be consistent. deal with it all. You know, I'm not getting my phone out filming chants and all that shit. I don't need to do it, but I was there. I know what was sung from both sides, and it's disgusting. But the rivalry between City and Liverpool is now taking a bit of a more sinister turn, I think. There was flags stolen from City fans yesterday. The coach on the way out apparently got attacked again. The windscreen's cracked. You know, so there's these little things that, you know, you can't be ignoring. If you want to come down on anyone, make it consistent. That is all I'm saying. But yes, the Anfield hoodoo continues, Blues. We don't seem to get the look of the draw there. We can't get past that hoodoo when the fans were there. Big credit to the City supporters for backing the team. Big credit for the Liverpool supporters for backing their team, because after the run they've been on, the atmosphere apparently been a bit flat at Anfield, but they got up for it. It was a great game of football by two sides. Try not to concentrate on the crap that the press is spinning about fans. Let's just concentrate on the football. Great game of football for the neutral. Great game of football to watch in the stadium. But we came unstuck again and we lost. So well done, Liverpool. You got your 3 points. Let's see if this is the start of their season and they can kick on. We'll keep on going, Blues. We dust ourselves down. We move to the next game. And yeah, it is what it is. But please like, share, subscribe. This is just a quick reaction. Thought I'd just get my thoughts out there. And yeah, keep on moving. We've got a Premier League to win, so we need to get back on the horse. Listen, keep the faith. That's all I'm saying. Don't worry about it. Don't be reactionary. It is what it is. We're still the champions, and we'll be there or thereabouts in May. All right, that's me, Big Steve. Take it easy.